How many people can you fit in a tractor? There's one.
It's like a clown car in there.
There's two, and there's three. He figured out the metal was hot. Good morning. Carson's taking filters off of his combine and Tucker's filling it up. He's already greased, I've already blown off, and where'd he go? There he is. And we got American flag up there. There's no breeze, so all the dust is just hanging right around here. I need to close these doors real fast. See if I can do this other two one-handed. And then I almost fell. Bunch of those stuff.
You did it faster than I did one hand.
I wasn't gonna say anything. He said I did it faster one-handed than he did it too. It'll be alright. I'm gonna walk out here to the wheat, see what it's like. There's that goober. He doesn't know I'm videoing him. But Mom figured out those hurt. Especially whenever you don't know they're there. They'll come up and bite you. Well, we were running into a little bit of problems last night with it getting a little tough, because this field is just absolutely covered in grass burrs. So it's horrible to cut. But these are grass burrs. They got little spikes on them. Dad said they used to have wars and throw them at each other whenever he was a kid. I think that sounds horrible in my opinion, but nobody asked me. But it makes the moisture go up a little bit higher. And I'm not kicking up any water on my feet, so that's good. There's no moisture on the grass that way. But there are plenty of grass burrs out in here. Yep, straw's tough. Straw is tough. I can't snap it off very easy. So if that's tough, then, I mean, it's not too tough to grind out, but it's too tough to start. So we'll just go back to the house, find something to do, wait a little while, probably bring a tractor out here and start plowing all this that I've done. It's gonna be a busy day, and it's Sunday. So we're gonna get rolling here soon. Well, we're finally rolling, but the field that I'm on is a little wet, a little moist, so I gotta be dodging stuff. I'm not a fan of it. I've only combined in mud one other time, and I got stuck, so I'm 100% on getting stuck in mud, but we're gonna figure out how well I can do it today. I've already got a quarter of the field thrashed. I did it last night, but I've also made some tracks in this field. So the plan is we're gonna have to plow this field. It's just what it's gonna have to come down to. And I'm hoping today and tomorrow is gonna get it to where it's a little bit more dry. I'm gonna get as much off of this field as I can, but if I can't get everything, ain't no big deal. I'll just come back to it another time, because we've got 2 more fields of wheat left. This is just a beardless variety, and we'd like to keep it separate, but we got to get as much of it as we can off of it too. I know that didn't make any sense, but we gotta keep our beardless variety off, but I can't leave until I get as much of it as I can. Because if I leave, then the combine gets bearded variety in it, and that's just, we don't want to do that, because this is supposed to be better for cattle and better to bale. So it's doing all right. I think I'm making right around 20 bushels to the acre, which is good for this year, because this year's just wild. I've had a field make 55, and then this field made 20, and the field that we grazed make 30. I don't know. It's just all over the board. But we're gonna see if we can't keep her out of the mud and keep some boats going right now. I could use a boat getting across some of the parts of this field. Dad's finally fixing to see how wet it is out here, and he's not even in the wettest part. Ugh, turd. Not even a wet part, and he's gonna tell me, oh, it's not that wet out there. Oh yeah, you can make it. It's not. It's not. It's not okay. But you're gonna take a ride along with him, see what Carson, Tucker, and Jimmy are doing. They're hauling bales for Don. So well, I did a boo-boo on the GoPro. I thought I was on video mode, and I was on photo mode. So I'm gonna start all over with the explanation of what we're doing. We're out here in a wheat field patch of a neighbor. We're trying to help him get his hay off the field so he can plow this field. We swathed and baled it for him. It's a field of wheat that failed because of the drought. The adjusters came out here and said it wasn't going to make very much, and it was more economical to swath and bale this field than it was to combine it. It just wasn't going to make very much, and he can get some hay off of it. When the insurance adjusters, he had it insured, and when the insurance adjusters come out and say that it's a failure and that they're going to, you've got to destroy what's there, either by spraying it, turning cattle in on it, plowing it under, or swathing and baling it like he did. And so that's what we're doing. We're helping him. We swathed and baled it, and now we're helping him pick it up. Okay, we're back. Have a little break there, look at a trailer. But anyway, he swathed and baled it. Now we're hauling it off for him, trying to help him get it off the field, because there's so many bales. There was, in this one patch, there's about 118 acres. He had right at 300 bales. He's got another patch. I don't know if you can see it over there. There's 100 bales over there. He's wanting to get it off and get it plowed. But that's the reason all this is happening. We swathed and baled it for him, and he's a good neighbor. We're just trying to do the neighborly thing and probably get paid a little bit for it, just so we can get our fuel. This neighbor and my father-in-law were really good friends. They were on a board together, and they rode together back and forth to the
board meetings, and just he's kind of semi-retired, I guess you'd say, from farming. He used to have a lot of acres, and now he's down to probably 400 to 500 acres of cultivated, and he's got some pasture land on all these places and got some cows. But I'll see you in a little bit. We'll try to get some footage put together here. It's kind of, the farming deal is one of those deals. There's always, when you got equipment running, something's going to break at some point, whether it be a tractor, a combine, a trailer, what. My father-in-law would always say, anytime you got metal rubbing against metal, something's going to break. It doesn't matter how well you lubricate it with oil or grease or whatever. But we're out here. I'm videoing, and they're doing the work until they get me a load of wheat cut. Seth, he's over at the running the combine, and Gabriel is running the grain cart, and I'm on truck duty today. So you can see over, maybe you can see over there a little ways, there's about another 100 bales. They're about through with the big field here. I thought I was going to get some video shot in this field a little bit more, but with the breakdowns and the phone calls I just had to make, not going to get much shot in this field. Seems kind of boring, but it's almost like a race in a way, because I'll follow this pickup over and show you what we do. I mean, they get filled up and they run over there and race over there and dump their bales, and then race back over here to get filled up and keep that tractor rolling and loading. That's how we get it done so fast. Probably earlier when they are back on that side of the field, like I said, there were 300 bales out here. Back when they was on that back side, that it took a little longer, but since they're so close, it doesn't take as long to get the bales moved. When you're close, they get dumped pretty fast. It's supposed to get hot today here. I think it's supposed to be in the upper 90s, maybe even in the low 100s, which isn't unusual for around here in southwest Oklahoma. We've already had some 100-degree days back in April, and we've started getting some rain. We were really dry, and now it's rained some more, and we've got some moisture and been cooler here in May and June. Somebody wasn't paying attention where they were. We do a lot of big round bales in this part of the country with the calves and all. It's you can take them and set them, and the calves can eat on them, or we do a lot of grinding and mixing with corn and molasses and wheat, whatever our byproducts are, or products are that we've got on hand. Sorry for the bouncing here. Tucker again. Carson's driving the other one. Seth, what the phone call was a while ago, Seth called me and told me the air conditioner isn't working right, so I had to make a couple phone calls to see if we can get a mechanic out here, or technician. Back when I was growing up, they were mechanics. Today they're technicians. which different term, same thing, only takes more. I will say this, it takes more technical skills with the computers. A lot of this stuff that we run nowadays has got more computers on it than storage than when I was growing up. Matter of fact, when I was in college, I took a computer class, and we didn't have a computer. We was working out of a textbook trying to figure out what computers were for. He's gonna pull around there, he'll get out, we've got a lever you can trip to dump them all at once. He'll dump them. Now he'll put the deals back down and go back for another load. They don't like Bremmy bells here. When they get this field done, I'll probably shut it off here in a minute, and when they get this field done, I'll go over there and get some of the time-lapse stuff that goes on.
Well, we're broke down again, but this time it's on a personal preference. I would like an air conditioner in here. Well, looky there, we got some air blowing. He rode several rounds with me to make sure that it was good to go. He's not real sure if it was a compressor. He couldn't really make it do what I was getting to come up, but I don't know. But we're fixing to finish this field real quick. I think I've got 15 acres. Maybe I should have kept Tucker over here. Maybe I'll call Tucker right now. Oh no, his phone's dead. Oh no, is he still up there? No. Are you there? Are you there? He answered. His phone was actually alive. headed back. He was barely at the end of the road, so I caught him at a really good time. I don't have as much left as I thought I did, and I was just gonna let him go back to plowing, but this way I don't have to ask anybody else for help. Mom can stay at the house. Proper feed up. Be good for her. But we're getting a little bit of grain coming in. Other than that, I guess you saw where Dad took you over and did the hay for our neighbor. There was a lot of hay out there. There's a bunch of hay out there. But really, other than the air conditioner, which was a really big inconvenience, and I ran with the combine without one, that was deadly. So we're back at it though. He couldn't really figure out what was going on, but the compressor was in warranty, and he did think about replacing it, but you know, it'd be okay. We'll be all right. So we're gonna take out this, move to the next field, take out a lot more over there. So we finished the field, putting the last little bit on the truck. Tucker was here to help us move. He was plowing, but now he's gonna help me clean the combine and grease it. Jimmy's gonna take that truck back to the house, and Carson's gonna follow him so that way he can bring Jimmy back to grab a pickup or a truck, depending on which one. We don't know yet, but we're gonna do what we normally do in the morning. Right now, Jimmy is arguing with Carson because Carson is learning he's learning the grain cart, and this is his first day on it. So Gabriel's back at his house. He has some business to attend to, but we're gonna grease and we're gonna blow it off. That was loud, so we'll be back here in a little while. He's out of here. We're on our last step. We're cleaning the filters. Tucker's got that rolling. Carson's over here. That one's a hard one to get in. John Deere, fix that. It's hard. It's too difficult. But I think the new ones are even harder, because you have to have the door closed and somebody else, I don't know. Problem? What?
Gotta wait for it to go there.
Ah, yeah. It sucks a lot of air out, so. Oh my god. Air hose about got me. Well, we're pretty much done for the day, so. You got any commentary from hauling hay today?
We hauled about, what, 400 bales?
Yeah. Right around 400 bales today. So that's a pretty good day. And then he plowed.
I did plow. Didn't get a whole lot done, but I plowed.
I kind of kept him from getting completely done. That was my fault.
My feelings were hurt. I wanted to plow.
But I think we're gonna call it a day. So, you got anything?
Peace out, Girl Scout.
See ya.